Hello, legends, anytime, anywhere. This is Zach of SomeDudePlays.com, just some dude who likes to play video games, and we are here for part 50 of The Witcher Enhanced Edition Director's Cut. Ooh, loot. Ooh, some alcohol, that's nice. So, we're finally going to start the Posh Reception here. And of course, Fistfight is updated. But let's talk to Triss first before we get into the party here.
Here we are. Wipe that frown off your face. You'll be fine.
Can't we go back to your place? Make sure I have no internal injuries.
Later, Geralt. Come on. This isn't so bad. Let's mingle.
Yeah, so in the beginning here, Triss is just gonna follow you around. So to continue everything, anyone with really name like Count Wett, Leuvaarden, Velerad, Erklyn Blunt, and Thaler you have to talk to.
Welcome to Lord Leuvaarden's feast.
Yeah, Lord Leuvaarden's feast.
Geralt of Rivia and Triss Merigold, welcome.
Greetings.
I thank you for coming. Look about the room and you will see the entire kingdom represented.
We thank you for your invitation.
Forgive me, I must return to my duties. I'm certain we'll speak later.
And the twin just passes by. The counselor right there. Okay. So, Adda.
Milady, allow me to present the sorceress Triss Merigold, and...
De Wett, I know who stands before me. We know each other, do we not, Witcher?
One could say so, Princess.
Yep.
A princess indeed, though I do not always feel like one. So many duties. You could not imagine, Witcher. Why do you stare? Is my dress displeasing?
Yep. Okay, so... Okay, so... I see you still wear the gemstone with the inclusion, the curse.
I see you still wear the gemstone with the inclusion. The curse.
Shut your filthy mouth, mutant.
But the curse may yet.
Enough! Your Highness, allow me to cast this drifter out.
We no longer desire to speak with you. Step away.
Okay.
You shall be summoned when I need you.
I kind of messed
Get
up
out
there.
of my sight, freak.
Oh well, right. It's just so Adda, Wild's girl, and then of course I have Cursons, updates for Dandelion, updates for merchants. We have Roderick de Wett, an update on Siegfried, and an update on Yavin. Yeah, so you can be a suck up there, or you can say a pretty big warning, which is a good form of foreshadowing.
Geralt, allow me to introduce Burgomeister Velerad.
Charmed.
Greetings. It's been a while.
Velerad is King Foltest's right hand.
No need for formal introductions. If you wish to open a factory or a shop, kill a monster, or petition the king, you must come to me.
I'll remember that.
Well, I think
Excuse
we
us,
know
Burgomeister, but we need to say hello to the other guests.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think we know what happened to the last right hand of the king. Okay, so Erklyn just says nothing. It looks like he's drunk as a skunk.
Geralt, have you met Thaler?
Thaler? Here?
Let me introduce my master, the Honorable Erklyn von Blunt.
Good day, sir.
Erklyn has taken a vow of silence and thus cannot answer. You must be wondering why he is here.
Indeed.
He has made numerous vows in his life, one of which is to protect the royal family. Sadly, for unknown reasons, Princess Adda holds little respect for him.
Yeah.
Vows, however, must be honored, whatever the circumstances.
And how are you involved? Are you bound by his vows by extension?
He authorized me to speak on his behalf, and I serve as his advisor.
Of course. We shan't be bothering you. Come, Geralt.
So...
You've met everyone who's anyone. I need to speak with Leuvaarden. You behave yourself. Beware of anyone who tries to pry information from you.
From me? But I'm just a witcher.
Don't be fooled. Anything you say may have political ramifications.
Yep. So Thaler got updated, which he's actually one of the more interesting NPCs because there's something that happens during this chapter that will be quite interesting. But let's talk to Erklyn here. And now we have to drink 3 strong alcohols. And finally, he'll have a chat with us. There we go.
Curses. I'm drunk.
He speaks.
I broke my vow. I swore on a heron.
A heron?
Nonsense. Thaler hired me to come incognito to the feast.
You blew it.
No scene, please. This ring will get you in the House of the Night. Half price.
Nice. Just keep quiet now. Yeah, so this House of the Night signet ring is actually quite useful in this chapter. Because there is one quest we do have to continue, but... Oh, nice. Thaler came straight to us.
Enjoying yourself?
Exquisitely. Not enough food, nowhere to sit, and nothing but small talk. And I may be the only one here not involved in one of the many schemes or secret alliances being forged.
It's a sign of the times. New customs and fashions. You think it better to show the Nilfgaardian we're barbarians? That we can't distinguish between a fork and a comb? That the only way we know how to feast is to get blind drunk and roar lusty songs while slapping the serving wenches on their arse?
I'm a relic. Someone from the past, so I'm rather attached to the old customs. Never understood nor liked the new ones. But really, Thaler, why are you here?
I'm a patriot. I've the good of the kingdom at heart. A kingdom threatened by the schemes and alliances you were observant enough to note.
Yeah.
I said I was an old-fashioned witcher. Be straight, like Thaler the Fence would be.
Thaler the Fence does nothing for free.
Thaler the Fence is a scoundrel who'd prefer the Temple District not know he consorts with the cream of Vizima society.
Have it your way. Let me tell you, friend, a serious slashfest is in the works. One without pardon. The defeated will be picked apart by crows. You'll be forced to fight for a new order, comrade, or against it. We will fight for our traditions and customs, for our land and our women.
Who's this enemy? Who wants to steal our women?
I wouldn't deceive you. I think you're one of us. It's a cause we share. I don't know the enemy yet, but I will soon, and when I do, the time of the sword and the axe will come. Blood will flow in the streets. And know this, comrade, there will be no room for your neutrality.
Yeah, so everything's kind of coming straight to the head. Like, it's really getting more interesting now. Yep. So what's going to happen is we're going to get a question here that's going to update a certain quest we have called Identity.
Who exactly are you? And be straight with me, comrade.
Temerian intelligence. I execute the king's direct orders. I find traitors, rats, and foreign agents. I'm a spy.
A highly placed spy.
Yep.
I can't deny it. May I ask a personal question? The amphibians you're after, are they a personal matter or an ideological one?
It's this one. If you're neutral, you can say personal, but I find it's both. They're causing troubles for anyone. They're concerned with monsters. They are monsters. They stole from the Witchers, and they killed a trainee, so both.
Both.
Care to explain?
They robbed me and killed a friend. They're criminal, evil. Salamandra upsets the balance. As a Witcher, I can't ignore that.
Got it. Thank you for being candid.
Yeah. Who exactly is Wett, and what is he doing here?
Who exactly is de Wett, and what is he doing here?
That Nilfgaardian dog is a mere pawn. I cannot fathom why Adda tolerates him.
Explain.
Like most knights of the Order, he worries his dick's too small, so he gets aggressive whenever something scares him. Then, of course, he's a Nilfgaardian. Our princess has some weaknesses, but stupidity is not one of them.
Yeah.
Maybe the princess has a game of her own going.
Then she should choose better allies. Unlike chess, this game claims lives. I'm afraid someone might be using her.
They most certainly are. And is Leuvaarden somehow involved?
Is Leuvaarden somehow involved?
I need to get Erklyn a private meeting with him. At present, his intentions are a pure riddle.
To me, too.
Yep.
Really?
What do you mean?
Your friend seems to get along famously with Leuvaarden. For two strangers, they certainly have much to discuss. See for yourself.
I trust Triss.
I suppose you know her better than I, but don't say I didn't warn you. Regarding Leuvaarden, we know he heads some transnational organization of merchants, bankers, and other wealthy folk. Make what you will of it.
Yep. Well, he's really a good guy who really pays back those who do favors for him, so that's good business etiquette. And why do you want to draw me into a game that doesn't concern me?
Why do you want to draw me into a game that doesn't concern me?
This game concerns you more than you imagine. You mean to tell me you're not interested in the conflict between the Order and the Scoia'tael? You mean to tell me you don't care? What about your lover, Triss Merigold?
That's private. I want to destroy Salamandra. That is my only objective.
Salamandra has a patron. Someone in this room, or one known here. You're up to your ears in this, Wolf, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, so excuse me a moment, we'll talk later.
Excuse me for a moment. We'll talk later.
Okay. Yeah, really drunk here, which is quite funny. But let's do a quick talk with Velerad here.
Speak freely, Geralt, but no politics.
I want to ask about the princess.
No politics.
About the curse.
I could use something stronger. Fine. Ask...
Does the princess have strange dreams?
How would I know? I've not spoken to Adda without one of those bastards from the Order prisons.
Any strange behavior?
You're awfully close to treason.
I'm not asking out of want for political influence.
Our sweet princess is completely normal. Well, her head's a little messed up.
Is she aggressive?
On occasion, but not unusual for a spoiled damsel. I don't know, she's...
What?
Well...
Spit it out.
She needs a man to give her a proper name.
Right.
Must go.
Later.
Whether it's to give a hair or just, well, you know. But yeah, it seems like someone is trying to renew the Striga curse on Adda. But let's have a quick chat with Cap de Wett.
Get out of my sight, freak.
Witcher, you may approach. De Wett, fetch me some wine. From that page boy at the end of the room.
Your Highness?
We may speak freely now.
Yeah.
Geralt, tell me about witches, and please, don't hide behind your code.
What are you asking, milady?
What is your view on politics? To me, politics is like an encounter with a lover. Would you agree?
Yeah. Interesting. Regardless, this one, whichever one you choose, goes to basically the same way. I am impressed by your comparison. Have you ever tried your hand at fine arts, Your Highness?
I am impressed by the comparison. Have you ever tried your hand at the fine arts, Your Highness?
I'm forced to study all kinds of nonsense, but books bore me, as does poetry for the most part.
I agree. Books are for bores.
Never mind. Back to our lovers ambulating about the room. You see, Witcher, politics is not unlike a tryst. It begins with foreplay, glances, conversations. Behold that witch with Leuvaarden. Now look to our noble Erklyn and the courtiers. The dance grows bolder, fondling and such. Then, one is consumed by the desire to come together roughly, like animals. Finally, one is left with sad, passionless copulation. Velerad and Wett, for instance.
Excuse me, Your Highness. Sore throat.
She has a way with
adults,
words.
Geralt. We both know the desires of men.
Now, not all men. I have no desire to meddle in politics, for instance, but you may hate your hours. Power, sex, power, they both come down to one thing. Effing others.
You may be right, Your Highness. Power, sex, power, they both come down to one thing. Fucking others. May I ask you a question?
Go on.
What is the king's stance on this topic? I mean politics, of course.
Ugh, dull? I have grown hungry, and there is naught worth eating at this feast. I tire of partridge tongues and caviar. What do I most desire? I have it. I will answer your ever so dull question if you bring me what I most desire.
Yeah. I shall return shortly, Your Highness.
I shall return shortly, Your Highness.
Yeah, so I'm gonna finish this part. So I have to have a drink with Velerad here.
I'm listening.
Okay. What does the princess like to eat?
What does the princess like to eat?
Find me a stronger drink and we'll speak.
Will do.
And I have it.
Throat.
Relax.
I'm listening.
Hey.
Ah, much better. The princess had a hard childhood. It left her with a penchant for raw meat. We tried to keep that quiet, but...
I see. Anything else?
Thaler's angry. His intelligence agents scour the realm to fetch her treats.
Thanks.
Yeah, so basically, she has a thirst for a certain type of meat, and Thaler, as the spy, gets sent trying to find it for her.
Geralt.
Any idea what the princess's favorite dish might be?
Any idea what the princess's favorite dish might be?
We have to know shit like that. As special agents, people of the shadows.
Calm down. What's the dish?
Thaler does nothing for free. Go to the next room and fetch the letter from the box with the Temerian coat of arms. Be discreet.
But...
Then I'll tell you Adda's favorite dish.
Perfect. And this is kind of why I told everyone to avoid going into this room right now. Because once you go and loot that chest, you'll have a little scene that you need some strong alcohol to get out of politely. So we have this mysterious note, which we will need. And then we get foreign lands.
Why are you here?
Huh? I was looking for the privy.
In that box?
Yeah, sorry about that. The game had crashed on me just as we entered that little scene to get to the speak in here, so I just had to quickly go back and do everything. So, point for you. Truth is, I was hoping for a superior drink.
Point for you. Truth is, I was hoping for a superior drink.
The wine does taste watered down.
I found some liquor. Try some?
Gladly.
Okay. Now, Leuvaarden lemon, let's drink it, and good, done. Let's just double check. Okay, so since I'm still in here, let's read this mysterious note. The cast was done according to the guidelines and the craftsman is already gone for good. Make sure that all other traces vanish. Nobody should be able to prove that we are responsible for the forgery or find a connection between me and your superior. You know what to do about the rest. P.S. Take care of the Witcher. And that's very important, and while we're in this, we'll read Foreign Lands. The Nilfgaardian Empire is gigantic. It was once by a single realm that went to conquer neighboring lands and assimilate their populations. Today, all who hail from the south are called Nilfgaardians, though some take offense to that as they have sought to preserve their national identity. Nilfgaard is ruled by a tyrannical emperor. He tolerates no opposition, knows no pity. Some call him the White Flame dancing on his enemies' barrels. His symbol and the Empire's is a silver sun on a background. It is worth noting that the female ruler of the Valley of Flowers, the sole existing elven state, considers herself a vassal of the Emperor.
A stupid idea.
Now, if I could get rid of this drunkenness, but you know what? I don't need to drink anymore, so where's my wife's tears? Got it. And that's why it was worth doing the one quest earlier. Got a free wife's tears potion, and there's my quick save in case the game crashes again. Talk to Thaler.
How'd it go?
Smoothly. Here's the letter.
Smoothly. Here's the letter.
You'd make a fine agent.
Yep.
I exaggerate. A goat would be just as good.
Start talking. What's Adda's favorite dish?
Catoblepis.
What?
Some time ago, this maniac who looked a lot like you arrived in Vizima claiming that nothing surpasses finely prepared catoblepis meat.
You're joking.
Not a bit. Since then, my men have been hunting catoblepis throughout the continent in secret. At market, it costs more than a good haul.
Wow. How's the meat prepared?
How's the meat prepared?
That's the Burgermeister's business. I smuggle in catoblepis, but I wouldn't know how to cook it.
Yep. So now I just have to talk to Triss. Let's talk to Velerad quickly.
Much.
I see.
Thaler's angry.
Thanks.
And he just repeats, but let's quickly talk to Triss here.
Geralt.
This is important, Triss.
What's important?
Adda knows something. I think I can get it out of her.
Really?
That spoiled little vixen, well, she wants some catoblepis. Rare would be best.
Are you kidding?
No. Triss, could you conjure up something, please?
Sorcery at parties is considered very unseemly.
I'll create a distraction.
I'll do better myself.
There you go, done. Maybe. Okay, let's see. Journal. Okay. Now we'll talk to her.
Catoblepis steak. Rare for the princess.
Got it done.
Thank you, Triss.
You know I can conjure up orgasms too.
I think I prefer traditional methods. I'll find you after I've spoken with Adda.
Yep.
The nobles were hit hard.
So now we're pretty much going to finish the quest, Posh Reception, pretty quickly here. After we talk to Declan after this.
Do you have something tasty for me?
Steak tartare of catoblepis, raw meat with a pinch of pepper and uncooked yolk.
Steak tartare of catoblepis, raw meat with a pinch of pepper and an uncooked yolk.
You know how to please a woman.
It is an honor to serve you, Your Highness.
I shall grant you a private audience. Come to my alcove in 5 minutes. We shall dabble in politics.
Yeah, so basically, we're going to do and say what Velerad said we should. And it's into this room we go. Safety save again. But yeah, so Posh Reception has been updated, and we updated identity. Here we are. Now, if only I could close that door.
Finally, politics it shall be, but quietly. We should not be heard.
As you command.
As you command.
I should think so.
Yep. Yep. Oh. And there's a major clue that I mentioned earlier about the Striga curse. Yeah. So we've gotten the card from here.
Geralt, I spoke with Declan.
And?
The two of you should talk.
What's so worthy of my time?
Don't be so quick to judge. He'll make you an offer, one I think you should accept.
Sure you're not using me as one of your tools?
Only in bed, Witcher. Only in bed.
Some of the comebacks. Yeah. So, about my
identity.
Any progress?
I'm still analyzing.
Yeah. So, we now have the update for Adda and Foltest. And then, of course, Roderick de Wett.
Witcher.
Not
finding this party dull.
Anything more interesting in mind?
Sadly, not right
At
now.
home, Geralt. At home.
And everything goes back to that, but yeah, time to talk with Declan. He's over there. Oh, had to reloot that. Okay.
I'm glad you've come.
What is it?
The old saying goes, any enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yeah.
Get to the point.
Geralt, I urge you to change your tone. Listen to what Declan has to say.
Let me guess. You have dirty work needs doing and thought a witcher with amnesia perfect for the job.
Exactly. Will you help destroy Salamandra?
I'll help, because we have the same goal.
I'll help, but it hardly means we're friends.
Wonderful. It's as we've heard. All secret societies need gold. Fistek yields the largest profits for Salamandra. Our spies say there's a new Salamander camp in the swamps. The herbs are harvested, then conducted to another base in Vizima's temple quarter.
A swamp and slums again. Great.
Well, we're
already
confident
completed you can
that.
destroy both camps. If you discover papers, evidence that might aid us, return to me.
Yes, sir. Permission to commence mission, sir.
That's
Both
sarcasm.
camps are new, without sure defenses. A simple matter for you. The Salamanders would slaughter groups of humans easily.
Much simpler to sacrifice one witcher. I'll return once I have new information.
See me tomorrow if you need help. Triss obtained this formula especially for you.
And we got White Rafford's decoction. So this is very important, but Posh Reception is done and Lock and Key has started. But before we talk to Declan, we have something to do before the next video. Well, something to do at the start of the next video, which is when I take care of it. But first, let's read our little scroll here. So, Right Rafford's decoction. You know how all of our health things have been regeneration? That one, I believe, instantly restores your health, which is very, very important. Okay. So, other than that, I am going to end the video here, and I'll see everyone back for part 51. But as always, if you've liked the video, please leave a like, subscribe, comment, share the video, visit somedudeplays.com. Make sure you have notifications turned on. And remember, we are all legends, and I will see you all later.